Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Aber, and you may be wondering what I'm doing in this vast expanse of land. But before I get to that, I just want to apologize to all 66 uh, subscribers that I have, and anyone else who watches my video who also for some reason isn't subscribed. Odd. Um, um, I haven't made any videos in a week or two, and that's because I've been working on the new OP Faction server. Yes, I said server, not quite a reset. I mean, it is a reset. We got a whole bunch of cool stuff. Some of the things I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. But normally, whenever I'm working on something. I'm also on the main Jab server doing stuff. I have not been. There's been a lot of people probably now just thinking about it. You haven't seen me in like a week unless you play at like, you know, 4 a.m. Central Standard Time or, whatever the equivalent to that is. I get whenever I get off work, I'll stop by on the server and see how things are going sometimes, or I'll just jump straight into working on new server. Um, Reason that I got a new server was because I had been noticing that we'll just call it OPF1, just to be not so confused, because you definitely don't want to be as confused as me, and DAH knows what I mean now because he's confused. It's spreading. Oh God, run! No, but I had noticed, and we had this issue with creative where, with creative one, the old creative server, we would start it, and then probably 10 minutes after it started, the RAM would just be full. It'd be full all the time, and I really don't like seeing RAM being full, because normally that meant the server was about to crash, because then CPU usage was ramped way up and we'd start having problems. And plus, this is a very, very large world. I haven't played with the world border on on the server yet, so it's still the same as on OPF1, but OPF2 has some awesome new things. I've noticed whenever you get a plugin that does multiple things, um, like let's just use for example Bungie Suite. They have plugins that handle teleportation, warps, homes, bans, chat. It didn't work all that well, mainly because it kind of stopped being updated, and that's never good. Running a 1.7 plugin on a 1.8 server doesn't work out that well. Well, that specific suite of plugins got stopped being maintained, got abandoned over a year ago. So we've been like slowly getting away from that, and I've been finding that plugins that are specific to one thing, like we have a awesome chat plugin. All it handles is chat. That's it, and it is awesome. And then we just recently got a new band plugin, which is awesome. Like, I have the server on right now, but nobody can join because I have it in lockdown mode, which means that anyone who tries to connect that does not have a specific permission node, it will not let them load. It will not let them connect. It'll kick them immediately. And it'll display a message that the server's in lockdown mode and that, what the reason is. And I have the reason set to bug testing. But before I go way, way off topic and make this an hour-long video like my last one that I ended up deleting because I was just ranting the whole time, the new like I said, it was a new server, so it will have a new server IP. And as we get closer to that, I will probably most definitely put a hologram in OPF1 saying what the new IP is. Um, but as I said, there's a couple things that I want to show you guys. A couple new things that we got. I've got the Bycraft store set up already. Prices are different, and it will be specific to just OP factions. So I'm not entirely sure how we'll be handling the people that have donated already. Because I think the legend rank is like $50 or something like that, and the hero rank is like 25 or 35. I think it is 35. Yeah, it sounds about right. 35. Whereas on Jab it's 50, I think, or 75. I don't remember. It's expensive. So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna handle that. What I'm probably gonna do is whoever asked me gets their rank, whatever their equivalent rank was. I will probably bomb the crap out of anyone who's registered on Engine with a coupon code for something like 20% off or something on the entire shop. Or for the shop for OPF. So there's that. And also, I had to tweak a lot of things. I tweaked the levels. So now you don't, if you're like level capped, you don't do, 35 extra damage per hit. I completely redid MCMMO. There's caps, but they're not all 35,000. Some are capped at 1,000, and some of them are capped at 10k, and the bonuses are a little different now. Hopefully that won't need to be tweaked again, but it probably will be. It is getting dark, and I am afraid of the dark. Okay, there we go. So, what I'm going to show you guys today is our new crate plugin. Now, the whole reason I mention plugins that do multiple things, we have a plugin for anti-glitch that also does crates. And Angel mentioned that if we get a new crate plugin, might be a little better. And I don't really like the whole crate keys thing, especially since I used to play on this prison server, and they had voter crates or voter key, crate keys, and they had no warp to their voter crate thing, and so I had to wander around their damn server. Oh, sorry, I had to wander around their server for like 25 minutes trying to find the crate. I ended up pretty much touring their entire server, which is kind of a messed up way to get people to look around. And as a result, I only voted once on that server, and that was it. And I think I stopped playing there. And I have no idea what the IP is, so I can't play there now, even if I wanted to. But anywho, so we have two crate keys. We've got a regular crate key and a gold one. Now you can win High Angle, Abby, Retardy, and CD Squirrel playing the Reaper. So I will probably make the crate something other than a crate or a chest, but you just walk up to it, right click. I don't have permission to do that. Okay, so I just tested the crate keys, and it's severely broken right now, which is weird because it worked just fine when I tested it before I made this video. So, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is, I cannot spell Diop, our new chat plugin. Yes, we have a new chat plugin. Can't you see that chat is all nice, and you can't see my mouse, so you don't know that I'm pointing at the chat, but I'm pointing at the chat. So, Why is my gnome lock? What? There we go. Okay, so it looks the same except there's that little red arrow on the left-hand side of the screen. That's different. This is also different. If I hover over the faction name, I get power, which, yeah, I have 500 power. I was playing with a possible golden crate winning thing, and I added like 500 power to myself, or to my faction, or no, I added to myself. Why is that? Oh, because I'm the only person in my faction. Okay, so this right here, this power, when you hover over the faction name, is the faction power. So since I added 500 power to myself, that also added 500 total to the faction. And then it also tells me how many members I have and how many are online and how many total. So the first number is online, and the second is the overall total. If you hover over the rank, you can see, okay, this person is a whatever, and I need to fix that for the donor ranks. And then if you hover over name, it'll tell you when, or the date the message was sent, what time the message was sent, which is weird because it's an hour ahead for me, or it's an hour behind me, so it must be going off of server time, which would make sense. My real name, so if I have a nickname and you don't know my name, just, hover over person's name, okay, yeah. The person's power and their total power, their level, I'm level 0, everybody will be level 0 when I start. That's the slash level command. And then if my god mode is on, so that if I ever try to PvP you guys, and I say, are you ready? You should hover over my name and make sure my god mode is off, because sometimes I forget and leave it on, and then it's bad. I usually figure it out halfway through the fight. But yeah, this is the chat plugin that Jab uses. It's awesome. Yeah. So I think that's about it. We got Angel wanted Citizens 2, so we've got that. And then, we've got the angle, the Abbey. Just looks so amazing. That face is just... Oh, ladies love his face so much. And then the retardy. And I will probably put myself, retard, and maybe angle somewhere in the spawn. Speaking of spawn, the reason I'm not standing in the spawn is because the build team decided about a week ago that they were going to mostly redo the spawn. And yeah, I'm waiting on that. I would show it, but it's a mess right now, and I don't think Shifty/Tiffany would like me very much if I did that. But like I said, you guys are going to be excited. Even if you don't like the spawn, you're going to be excited about the seed, because it looks awesome. And before you ask, no, you cannot have the seed, for obvious reasons. And then I'm gonna probably put the squirrel somewhere too, because he's part of, he loves bacon. He was named the Reaper because I had a Grim Reaper skin on this NPC, and he was like, staring at us three. Then I decided for video purposes, I should put the squirrel. So that's why he's called the Reaper. Alright, well, I need to get back to work because apparently the crates plugin's broken somehow, and I forgot to add permissions for that. And I also need to change the donor ranks a wee bit for the chat plugin. So it looks like I still have more work to do. And I think that's it. So hopefully I can get done with this so I can get back to making videos. I really miss playing survival. Actually, not really. that whole thing that I was doing with redstone just makes my head hurt because it's like way above me. Like, we're gonna use stone. This is my level of redstone, and this thing is like up here. So yeah, this is my level right here, and this is the level at which I am trying to do things, and it's just it's not going well at all. But anywho, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully, I really want to try to have OPF, the new OPF server, ready sooner than the end of the month, but with time constraints, we might not be able to. So, thank you for watching, and oh, and before I forget, if you ever want to know any information about the server, there's especially resets, updates, stuff like that. Go to justaddbacon.net and look in the forums, because I post a lot of stuff in the forums, and I don't think anybody reads it because I have the same questions over and over again. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful evening.